My three takeaways will tie in the Understanding by Design assignment, bring out some of the concepts learned from our course, and also the surprising ties my takeaways have to my most recent interview with a teacher in rural Alaska. My students are asked to research and learn about Expressionism and modern art by Franz Marc, a German artist circa 1911, and create an art piece in the same style that reflects on their writing lesson. They will create a three-part essay with intro, body, conclusion about a local cultural activity. When I conducted an interview with a rural Alaska teacher recently, she indicated that teachers have had to reevaluate their lessons to focus mainly on fundamental contents of the Common Core standards and omitting redundant material. This is due to the fact that they are teaching over Zoom or phone now due to the pandemic. The challenging part is skimming the lesson and finding creative ways of assessment. You'd have to ask yourself if whether you gave enough instruction or whether or not students gained enough of the knowledge based on their work. With each lesson we have an end goal in mind, a product at the end of that course. Here's an example of the art piece I created in which shading is used to give dimension, contrasting landscapes, or in this case piles of snow and falling snow. Posturing, movement, and expression are apparent in the overall execution of the art, much like the Franz Marc piece. As educators, differentiated instruction and assessment, we need to be flexible and open-minded. Each student is unique in their skills and abilities. It is important to know that there is not one way, but many ways to reach the end goal. Some students might be skilled in their writing and start the assignment with the writing, whereas others might be tactile learners, where they may start with the creating the art piece and then transforming their art piece into written expression, as in the three-part essay. During my rural teacher interview, I learned that teachers have had to build very good relationships with the parents, as they have become co-parents in the education of children. A reciprocal trust relationship has to be established between school staff and parent, in which the parent feels comfortable enough to ask for guidance and help from a teacher. The same goes with the student. A teacher needs to let go of some of the responsibilities to the student, trusting that we as teachers gave them enough skills and tools for self-evaluation. When you allow this transfer of responsibility, students become independent learners. Do not forget the community at large. When you use community resources, or what is referred to as funds of knowledge, you are helping to engage the student to the wider community, making them aware of their civic responsibility to do good, not just for themselves, but for the community at large. Here is a list of my resources for this presentation. I'd like to thank the class for the opportunity to share what I've learned this semester. Thank you.